Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and I want to talk a little bit more about deformed damon or broad arch wires for those cases where you just need to go wide, but you cannot procline the teeth. You cannot move the front teeth forward. Maybe it's a case where they're already super flared, like to the point where they're almost pushing the teeth through the bone. They might have a little crowding. Maybe it's a case where you wanted to expand first, but you're trying to save some money and do it in braces. If there's no benefit to skeletal expansion, or if the patient is too old for skeletal expansion, e.g. their sutures are fused and you're not using Marpies or Serpies or anything like that, you're just trying to get a little bit wider so that you can get more space and the patient is young enough, and or the curve of Wilson is just rolled in, you know you can roll them out, but you don't just want to put any old wire in because you'll move the front teeth more forward and push them through the bone. Well, this is a great example of why you'd want to perhaps consider an upper and lower expander first, like an upper RPE, lower Williams. But if you can't do the upper RPE because they are too old for it, and or for whatever reason, maybe there's some situations where you just can't do an RPE, or they're too old. So you're like, hey, can I just do it with wires? Well, yeah, you can. I mean, it's 10 million times easier to do it in a clear aligner because you can control how the front teeth move and how the back teeth move, and you can do things independently. Whereas if you throw a wire in, it's just kind of, it goes the way the wire is supposed to go. So that is why I made some content on decorative bracketing. So definitely before you listen to this video a little bit more, hit pause, go to my YouTube channel, Straightsmile Solutions, put in the keyword decorative, Decorative. Just put that word in. It'll come up, decorative bracketing. You can understand a little bit more about how we don't engage all the front teeth, but we do put a nice broad wire in the back, so that it'll go a little wider. It is tipping because you're not doing an expander, but at least you get it wider, right? And you can make space in the back instead of having to push teeth through the bone in the front. So that's what decorative bracketing is all about. It can help you get rid of a shift easier. And if you can't do expanders for whatever reason, lab fees, issues, I mean, it happens. Sometimes you just can't. That's always my preference, but this would be the second option. Of course, like I said, doing Invisalign or clear aligners is always a million times easier. Will save you so much time, so much lab time, so much frustration. But if you really want to do it in braces, there is a way to do it, but you got to buy these special wires. So deformed damon, broad arch wires. So let me take you through the different types of arch wires, and different companies are going to call it different things. So in general, I would call tapered being a super narrow one. You need to make the wire fit the arch form if they are an adult, and if they don't have the bone, you got to fit the existing arch form. So, I mean, in kids, I'm just going to stock your standard, not standard, but your regular ones, your ovoid, regular ovoid arch wires. That works for most patients. And for most patients, for kids, you can kind of put them whatever arch form you want. I want to try to go as wide as possible in kids because why not? Like give them a nice big smile. Why do you want to have, black holes in their mouth when they smile? So tapered, then you've got maybe standard, then you've got maybe ovoid or natural or true form, and square if you want a kind of more square front. It's kind of like getting your nails done. If you've ever gone to get your nails done, they're going to ask you, do you want them square? Do you want an ovoid or natural? Same thing with eyelashes. When you order eyelashes, or acrylic nails, like there's all different types of shapes. It's the same thing as wires, right? Like I said, most people are just going to stock the ovoid, but if you're working on adults, you're going to have a bunch of different arch forms you're going to have to buy. But if you need to do decorative bracketing, get wider in the back first, like you would with an expander. You need to ask for deformed, damon, or broad arch wires. And the most important thing is to make sure you have an upper and a lower. Not the same one. Upper is not lower. Upper's always wider than lower. If they only have a universal wire, don't buy that brand. It will turn into a weird shift or a weird posterior tight crossbite or a POB. Do not buy universal wires. Upper and lower should be separate. They should be marked separate. They should be packaged separately. When you lay them down, one on top of another, one should be wider than the other. See my content about arch wire, coordinating arch wires, and arch wire overlays. So that is all I got for you, but that is how you buy them. All right, thanks.